Now it's time to switch things up and get ready for spring sports. Scrimmages already taking place this week. I don't know how they did. It was like 48 degrees outside.
Yeah, let's start with the state runners-up in 1A. Colonel Richardson went all the way to the 1A championship game last year, but fell to Clear Spring. And they're looking to take that final step this time around. The Colonels finished the season with an impressive 20-5 record. Some guys from last year's squad are back, but there are also a lot of new faces. Assistant coach Neil Lambert says veteran players have stepped up, teaching some of those new players, and that even though they have young guys, they are excited about what they've seen so far this spring.
I think you hope every season you're going to pick up where you left off. We definitely are younger, so you know there's going to be a growth process that goes with this as guys kind of get experience, but we've got some guys coming up from JV that we're really excited about. We still got some guys left from last year's team who have done a real good job so far leading the other players kind of through the process. So, you know, we look to continue to try to be a force in the conference. You know, Coach Blanchfield's back. We follow his program. He does a great job with the program. So we're really excited about this season and the direction we're going.
Now over to the 2A. The Parkside Rams last year's squad finished with an overall record of 11-6. They were 7-3 in the Bayside, and that was good enough for a #1 seed in their region. Their season came to an end last year at the hands of Queen Anne's at home, a game marred by terrible weather. But now a new season is around the corner, and the Rams are confident about this year's squad. Everyone from last year is back. And this time around, they have huge veteran leadership. Head coach Kyle Daubert tells us this season is about staying focused and taking it one game at a time.
That's the goal, is pick up from where we left off last year. We returned everybody. Last year we had no seniors. This year we have 6 that return. Everybody's back. We're experienced, and just pick up where we left off last year, getting better every day, moving in the right direction. The big thing is just staying humble all year. That's the big thing. Last year, I thought we got some stuff get away from us. Now it's just staying humble, moving on, taking one game at a time, and going 1-0 each game.
All right, let's take it over to the softball diamond now. From the mound to the circle, last year the Decatur Seahawks were one of the most dominant teams in the Bayside. They finished the season overall record 20-3, but were a dominant force in the Bayside, finishing with a conference record 11-0. Decatur made it all the way to the semis, where they went up against Chopticon. Unfortunately, they would get shut out in that game, but there was so much to build off of from that season. We caught up with head coach Scott Kurtz earlier today. This is what he had to say about the upcoming season.
The mission stays the same. We've established something here at Decatur. We've upgraded our facilities. We're going to, we're used today as a learning experience. Indian River, great club. Every year they give us everything they got. But it's just all about us learning, cleaning things up, finding the right group of girls out there on the field, get the bats going, and we're hoping to be right back where we were.
All right, Devin, so I'm looking forward to all 3 of these teams coming up this spring. Parkside, great team from last year, earning that #1 seed. That's tough to do in baseball, and they really didn't get a fair shake in the postseason with that terrible conditions in that playoff game that they played against Queen Anne's. But with Parkside having a lot of their talent back from last year, I expect them to go far once again this time around.
Yeah, and also another team that we didn't really talk about, also Snow Hill. The 1A has a lot of steep competition at the top. Snow Hill was a few innings away from representing the Bayside in the state championship game in the 1A.
They were a great team too.
Yeah, they were. And, Colonel Richardson came out on top 6-4 in that game. So I think there's a great chance that both these teams repeat the successful seasons that they had last year and kind of have a little bit of a rematch in terms of who's the best of the Bayside overall, especially in the 1 seed.
And watch out in the 1A also, Mardella and St. Michael's. They're always contenders in the 1A in baseball as well.
Absolutely. So moving on, we will check in with Chief Meteorologist Rich Wardzik for a look at our weekend forecast, plus the Maryland Department of Education releasing their first report card since the pandemic. Hear how our local schools did after the break.
Hey, this is Kevin O'Connor with Easton Basketball and Football, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.